Good morning. Good morning, dear participants.
Good morning, ma'am.
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 Good morning, dear participants. We will start the session in a few minutes. Anyone who stops learning is old, whether at 20 or 80. Anyone who keeps learning stays young. Henry Ford. A very good morning to everyone here together with us virtually. Learning is a process that is continuous, a never ending phenomenon that enriches the mind of the learner, tugging at his insides, invoking a sense to know more about the world around. We are very delighted to welcome each one of you, our wonderful participants from different parts of the globe, right from Canada to Kashmir, to the one day national level webinar on Searching Beyond Google Open e Resources for Learning and Teaching, organized by the Department of Library and Information Science, St.Anne's Degree College for Women, Alisuru, Bengaluru. Prayer is the inner bath of love into which the soul plunges itself. Let us begin today's event with the praise of the most generous and the most compassionate with the prayer song. Dear participants, we kindly regret for the technical issues. Please be with us. It is time to welcome our beloved participants. For this, I request our charismatic principal, Professor Nisha Joseph, St.Anne's Degree College for Women, to welcome the gathering. Over to you, Nisha ma'am.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning. My greetings and welcome to the speakers, Dr. Anjanaya Reddy, Assistant Librarian, Indira Gandhi Institute of Research, Mumbai. Our Secretary, Reverend Sister Julie, and participants of this national webinar organized by the Department of Library and Information Science. St. Anne's College has always been in the forefront of developing innovative approaches as this practice provides evidence to effect change in teaching, classroom management, institution functioning, and beyond. The management, under the guidance of Reverend Sister Julie, has constantly endeavored to provide our faculty with professional skill development through seminars, webinars, and research programs such as this. Our heartfelt gratitude to you, Reverend Sister, and our warmest welcome. I congratulate and extend my welcome to the Library and Information Science members under the guidance of Mr. Ravi for organizing this national webinar, which provides an overview to the participants to reskill and upskill to remain relevant in the changing educational environment. My warmest welcome to the resource person, Dr. Anjanaya Reddy, who is a versatile and articulate academician and researcher. Thank you for joining us and assenting to give the participant a better understanding of the nuances of the tools for enhancing teaching and learning. I express my appreciation and accord my welcome to all the participants and wish each one of you a wonderful learning experience. Best of luck to each one of you. Thank
Very good morning. Give me a second. I will share my screen. Is my screen is visible? Can anyone please confirm me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Am I audible clearly? I mean, my voice is
Yes, sir.
okay. Fine. Thank you. Hello. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, auntie. வினோத் அதுல இது சஹானாது கால் அவங்க இது ஆக்டிவேட்டே ஆகலக்கா அது நம்ம கால் இன்டர்நெட்
கேள்வியே சொல்லுவாங்க. Let us remind ourselves that we need teaching actions and critical thinking for harmonious. I wish Department of Information Science team of organizers very best and successful accomplishment. Thank you.
Dr. Ansh as an assistant professor with Alliance University and as an assistant professor. From and has years of experience in the field and has published 14 articles in national and international journals, including conference proceedings. His interests include internet resources, copyright laws, library tools and technologies, digital libraries, name a few. Respected sir, let us begin the session. A gentle reminder before the commencement of the session. Be addressed later. Thank you. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, madam. Very good morning to one and all. So let me share my screen first. Hello. Yeah. Okay. Is my screen is visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Am I audible properly?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, fine. Thank you. At the outset, let me thank the management of St. Anne's Degree College for Women for this opportunity. A very warm welcome to everyone for this webinar on searching beyond Google open e-resources for learning and teaching. And here the images, whatever I used in this presentation, even including logos, are belong to the respective organizations and the individuals and used only for the presentation and academic purpose. Throughout this presentation, we'll be going through the introduction and why open e-resources are required and the different kinds of open resources that are available in the public domain: books, journals, thesis and dissertation, preprints, working papers, statistical databases, course materials, MOOCs, images, videos, social media, and the discovery tools which are available for searching such e-resources in the public domain. And finally, the conclusion. Uh, During last 8 9 months, we have been through many difficulties due to this pandemic situation. Teachers, students have struggled a lot to students struggle a lot to prepare for their examinations as well as complete their assignments because they could not able to access their libraries and the institutions. Even teachers also find difficulties in preparing their classroom teachings because they could not able to visit the libraries or visit their institutions. So before starting my presentation, just I would like to quote a quote by Anonymous, that is, e-learning doesn't just happen; it requires careful planning and implementation. In the same way, e-resources plays a significant role in the process of e-learning process. So I always wonder what is better. Is it Google, Yahoo, Bing, or Baidu? Wait, I will Google it. See, my answer is wait, I will Google it. See, most of us always search information in the Google, whether it is a academic content, non-academic content, or any kind of information. We always look in the Google. We all know that Google is a general search engine which has got more than 86% search share across the world when it compares to other general search engines. So whenever we make searches in the Google, what it does is it scans millions of pages, web pages, and it fetches the results. When we look at the results, it fetches millions of records, millions of results. The information which you are looking for may not be appeared in the first page. So that may be appeared in the second page, third, fourth, or beyond those pages. So some of you might say that I can use the Google advanced search. Of course, you can use the Google advanced search, but some extent, uh, you can certain extent you can refine the search. Not exactly the information which you are looking for. You cannot easily retrieve the data, especially with regard to the educational content. So then, what is next? So we have to look beyond the Google. So when I say look behind the Google or searching beyond the Google is required, so when it comes to our mind that institutional subscribed resources, of course, these institutional subscribed resources plays a significant role in the teaching and learning aspects. But every institution cannot affordable to subscribe all the resources which are required for their users. There might be many reasons for not to subscribe such kind of resources. Why? Because of the financial crunches and the present situation which we are going through. So this makes us difficult to access the resources. And whenever we look for the information, so it is difficult to find out the relevant information within a span of time or within a given time. Yes, there is huge content is available in the public domain, which is freely available to everyone. There are open access resources which have become a part of learning and teaching process. So we all know that this digital information is dominated over the print material, which everyone wants to access every day. So I personally feel that these open access resources must be incorporated in the syllabus of the courses. These educational authorities and affiliation bodies uh, must have take the decision on those parts so that these kind of resources should be incorporated in the syllabus so that it will become mandatory for the teaching and teachers as well as students to go through the academic resources. Why I refer to this open access e-resources, because these open access resources are available freely to everyone, and these open access resources makes research information to users with free of cost. In most of the cases, these open access resources are free from the copyright, which have been uploaded, which have been developed based on the open licensing model. Well, there are different kinds of open e-resources which are available in the public domain. like journals, books, preprints, working papers, course materials, educational videos, and many more other things which we are going to look in the further slides. Then why these open e-resources are required? So as I mentioned, these open resources are available free of cost, and it gives an equal opportunity to everyone, and it removes the digital divide among learners, as these resources are available in the public domain. And these open access resources are available 24 into 7, 365 days in a year. These open access resources always increases the visibility of academic and scholarly content. As the users get access to this kind of content, indirectly we can also encourage them to produce the same open e-resources in the based on their research activities. So this open access resources saves time, as well as, so we need not to spend money on these open access resources. And like the present situation, as I mentioned, so this kind of situation always enable us to access the resources without any interruption. So without any further delay, let us jump into the resources which are available in the public domain. So the first category is open access e-resources in the form of books. Books plays a significant role in the teaching and learning environment, where students wants to prepare for their examination, they want to complete their assignments, and teachers, they want to prepare for their exams. Sorry, prepare for their teaching purposes. So in that scenario, there are many open e-books platforms which are available in the public domain. So here, I have listed out some of the popular open access e-resources which are most useful for academic related activities. So one such database is DOAB, Directory of Open Access Books, which which has got more than 30,000 titles in its repository across 400 and plus publishers. The subject coverage of this database is across social science, law, education, um, and the economics, business, and many other disciplines. So this has been supported by the academic publishers like Springer, DeGruyter, and many other academic publishers. And another database is National Academies Press, which is developed by the National Academies of Sciences, Engineering, and Medicine. Basically, this had an intent to upload the reports, and later on, it has also developed the e-books, and all those e-books have been uploaded into this repository, where you can find more than 8,500 titles in this repository in the area of sciences, engineering, and medicine. Another data publishing European networks, which covers more than 13,000 plus titles across various disciplines, which is been supported by the academic libraries, and which also provides services to the libraries, publishers, as well as research institutions. One more database is Open Book Publishers, which covers the titles in the area of humanities, social science, and it also covers the textbooks as well as the guides in its repository. Open Textbook Library is another database which is basically developed by University of Minnesota. The content which has been uploaded in this repository is licensed by authors as well as the publishers. Right now, it has got more than 800 plus titles in its repository across various disciplines, including medical science, as well as engineering and computer science. You all might be knowing the one more database, which is Project Gutenberg, which is basically initiated in the year 1971 by a writer, Michael Hart. So this has got more than 6,000 titles in its repository, especially particularly in the area of literature. OpenStax is another database which is created under Creative Commons common license, which covers the titles across mathematics, social science, humanities, business, and many other disciplines too. Indec Open is another database, which is basically covers the titles in the area of engineering and life sciences. Right now, it has got more than 5,000 titles in its repository. Another database is Open Access eBooks, which basically has the titles in the area of sciences, technology, medical field. It also includes chapters across various publishers too. Authy Trust Digital Library has more than 17 billion records and 8 million books in its repository covering across various disciplines. This digital library is supported by the academic and research libraries. Apart from these databases, which are available in the public domain, nowadays commercial publishers also started open access books. Through their platforms, we could also able to access the open access books. For example, if you take the Oxford, Cambridge, Springer, where we can access open access books which have been put up in the public domain through their platform. Even the JSTOR as well as elsewhere also started the open access books through their platforms. This is just a screenshot of directory of open access books, which, as I mentioned, which has got more than 33,000 titles in its repository across 400 plus publishers. The another category is open e-resources journals. So these journals basically plays a major role for scholarly related activities. So here I have listed out some of the major databases where we can find out the titles which is freely available in the public domain. One such database is the Directory of Open Access Journals, which has got more than 13,000 titles in its repository across various disciplines. Another database is Electronics Journals Library, which has got more than 88,000 titles, out of which 55,000 titles are freely available to the public. So the subject coverage of this Electronics Journals Library is agriculture, forestry, energy, economics, and science and technology. Another database is openaccessjournals.com, which basically has the titles of scientific literature. Public libraries of sciences is one more database where we can find out the medical sciences as well as general sciences related. Along with these databases, publishers do put up their content in the public domain. Like and Springer Open do publishes the open access journals in various disciplines. So why I mention all these resources, so one can access these resources for any educational activities or scholarly related activities uh, for free of cost, which is freely available in the domain. So need not to waste their time for spending searching information through any other general search engines. So this is just a screenshot of DOAG database. And when it comes to the thesis and dissertation repository, there are too many repositories which are available in the public domain. One such database is with regard to the Indian theses is Shodhaganga, which is developed and maintained by the InflibNet. Right now, it has got more than 2.8 lakhs theses in its repository, and so far 530 universities have been signed for MOU to upload these theses. And right now, 400 plus universities have been already uploaded their thesis into this repository. This repository enables us to search the thesis and dissertations by supervisor, by guide, by the researcher, by the department wise, by university wise, by subject wise. Also, we can make a search. And when we make a search, we can also download the full text by chapter wise. See, another database for thesis and dissertations is Open Access Thesis and Dissertation, which is basically provides the thesis and dissertations across the world. Especially, it has the undergraduate level and graduate level thesis and dissertations, which covers more than 52 lakh theses in its repository across more than 1,000 colleges and universities and research institutes. So along with this, ProQuest Dissertation Open is one more database which is basically from the commercial publisher ProQuest, commercial aggregator ProQuest, which provides more than 2.4 million records consisting across 1,600 plus institutions. EBSCO Open Dissertation is another database where we can find out the thesis and dissertations with regard to the US. American doctoral thesis and dissertations. Right now, it has got more than 6.7 lakh dissertations in its repository. NDLTD is another database which is beautifully designed and which basically promotes the open access. Right now, it has got more than 59 lakhs thesis in its depository, which is being supported by the university libraries and the research institutions and the universities. So this is just a screenshot of OATD. As I mentioned, it covers more than 5 lakh thesis and dissertations in its repository. One more category is open e-resources in the area of, I mean, preprint and working papers. Basically, these preprints and working papers are pre-submission papers, which have been generally the ongoing publications. Generally, what happens whenever we submit some article to the journals, so journals take much time to publish those publications. So what these researchers does, they bring out in the form of preprints and working papers, so that they can make it available to the public. So it will be so public can immediately access such content, and they can also use it for their academic and research activities. There are many databases which are available in the public domain. One such database is archive.org, which is launched by Cornell University in the year 1991, which consists more than more than 17 lakh articles, preprint articles in its repository, covering across various disciplines like mathematics, physics, astrophysics, computer science, electronics, economics, statistics. Another popular the preprint or working paper repository is social science in the social science domain is social science research network, which has got more than 9.5 lakh articles in its repository, and anybody can access it and they can download, they can use it for their research and educational activities. One more database with regard to these preprints in the area of biological sciences is bioarchive, which is developed by a cold storing harbor laboratory in the year 2013, which basically meant for the biological sciences, which covers biochemistry, biotechnology, pathology, microbiology, bioengineering, and many other topics under biological sciences. SOC Archive is another database which is founded in the year 2016 by Philip and Cohen, who is a sociologist. This covers preprint and working papers in the area of arts, humanities, education, law, and behavioral sciences. RAPEC is another database. Basically, it is a single window database where we can look for the economic related literature. This has got more than 3 million records in its repository. It not only includes the working papers, it also includes the journal articles from more than 3,500 journals. And it has got right now more than 500 plus working papers in the area of economics. So Chem Archive is another preprint or working papers database, which is developed and maintained by the American Chemical Society and Royal Society of Chemistry, which basically has the papers in the area of chemistry, inorganic chemistry, biochemistry, and inorganic chemistry, many other topics of chemistry. Social science is another database which basically covers the preprints and working papers in the area of the social sciences. This also includes the journal articles, book reviews, etc. This is just a screenshot of ARC.org, which also covers, fetches the data from medRxiv and bioarchive. One more digital repository. Generally, as an institution, we always archive our faculty publication or in-house publications. So we will have a repository, institutional repositories. Open Door is a repository which allow us to search various repositories. Which means, for example, if you want to search information in the Indian Institute of Science repository, what you can do is that just you can give a keyword Indian Institute of Science. It will list out that particular URL, and you can go and search the information in that particular repository. So this enable us to search by the location, by the software which they have used for their developing their repository, and location wise also it is possible to search through this repository. There are many statistical databases which are available. These statistical data plays a significant role for, especially with regard to the research and the economic related aspects. One such database is Census of India, which provides information about the census, about the population across India, which covers the data from 1872 to last census 2011. State-wise census, union territory-wise census, and district-wise census also possible to download through this platform. The Open Governmental Data Platform is another database which has been launched by the Government of India in the year 2012, which acts as a single platform to search across various departments, ministries, and the governmental organizations. This has got more than 4 lakh resources in its repository across 174 departments. ICSSR Data Service is another database which is jointly hosted by the Indian Council of Social Science Research and Ministry of Statistical and Program Implementation. This basically provides the data sets in the data sets of National Sample Survey as well as Annual Survey of Industries. World Bank Open Data is another database which is launched by the World Bank, which consists of more than 2,000 indicators across various topics like agriculture, climate, education, trade, financial sector, poverty. This database covers the time series data of last 60 years, that is from 1960 to present 2020. Figshare is another database which is basically research output, which provides the data sets, figures, images, videos. It also got the more than 50 lakh collection in its repository and 2 million articles in its repository. UN Data, a word of information, is another database which allows to search across 32 databases of UN system. This has got more than 60 million records in its repository. You might all might be knowing about this Google data search, which is launched by Google in the year 2018, which allows to search the data which is available in the public domain. Read3data.org, registry of research data repositories, which allows to search across various repositories, statistical data repositories. It enables us to search by the subject wise, by the country wise, even by the content type, like a raw text, plain text, whatever it is available. So through that also we could able to search across various statistical data sets. UNESCO Institute for Statistics is another database which basically provides the data on education, sciences, cultural and communications, which is possible to compare internationally compare data on the educational, cultural, and social communication related aspects. International Labour Organization Statistics is another database which basically provides the statistics on labor like employment, unemployment, wage related statistics. Harvard Dataverse is another database which is launched by the Harvard University, which provides data sets across various disciplines. This is just a screenshot of ICSSR, which provides data sets on NSS and ASI. The another category is open e-resources with regard to the course material. So usually many of students as well as teachers, they look for the course material where they can find out such material for their studies. So there are many databases which are available and which provide course material. One such database is this course materials basically prepared for use in teaching. So one such good database is Commonwealth of Learning, which is intra-governmental organization which basically supports the open learning as well as promotes open online e-resources, which has got good course material in the area of education, mathematics, economics, and social science. National Digital Library of India, which you might all might be aware of this digital library, which acts as a single platform to search all open access resources, which is initiated by Ministry of Education. It has got right now more than 50 million records in its repository across various disciplines. The content coverage is from school level to the PG, professional related content, as well as scholarly content too. It has got journal articles, e-books, course material, the conference proceedings, video, educational videos, and many other things. EPG Patashala is another database which is initiated by the MHRD, which has the content from school level to the PG level. It has got more than 20,000 ebooks in across 70 subjects. Even it has the content in some of the regional languages too, and more than 19,000 videos, educational videos, also can be accessible through this EPG Patashala. Multimedia educational resource for learning and online teaching is another database which has the content from school level to PG, as well as it also provides the course material related to enhance the development related to many other domains. MIT Courseware, Open Courseware is another database which is developed by Massachusetts Institute of Technology. What it has done is it has uploaded all the content of graduate level courses into this platform, where one can access the course materials developed by MIT through this platform, like topic wise, subject wise. It has got more than 2,000 courses material, and out of which 200 courses have got full videos. OER Commons is another database which is really useful for the teachers for for finding educational resources as well as instructional materials. This has the content from the preschool level to the UG, PG, as well as professional related content. Virtual labs, which is another initiative taken by the MHRD, which gives the virtual experience of laboratories in the field of science and engineering. It provides the video lectures, animated demos, and additional resources in the area of science and technology. So there are many projects which have been initiated by MHRD where you can access from the MHRD side. So this is just a screenshot of MIT Open Courseware where one can access the course form by subject wise and the topic wise and the course wise. Another open e-resources with regard to the MOOCs. Massive open online courses or free online courses which are available to freely which are available free to anybody can enroll on these platforms, which basically enable people to access the best faculties video lectures. They can listen to the leading institution faculties. There are various reasons that people can access to this MOOCs platform and pursue their studies. Like they might be interested in lifelong learning. They might be interested in enhancing their skills, and people might not be possible to attend the regular courses. So that people can enroll in these kind of platforms, and they can pursue their research without any interruption. One such platform from India is Swayam, which is developed by MHRD, Government of India, NPTEL, and IIT Madras. It has got more than 3,000 courses in. It is offering more than 3,000 courses through this platform, and more than 1,000 selected faculties from the leading institutions have taught these courses. As of now, more than 1.5 crore students have been enrolled, and even the faculty from your institutions also can contribute towards the courses uh, to the Swayam platform, where they can also get the fund for such contribution towards the courses to the Swayam portal. So through Swayam, we can also access the video lectures, the specially designed course materials. Also, one can self-assessment quizzes also can be possible to can be they can ensure their performance through those self-assessment um, through that self-assessment these quizzes, as well as well as this also provides other additional materials to pursue their courses or other activities. Converse Network is also the one more platform which offers the courses for professional development, especially for educators. And Coursera is another platform wherein people can access school education related courses as well higher education related courses. It also includes the professional related courses. EDX is on one more platform where it provides more than 2,500 courses where people can listen to the best faculties from various institutions across the world. Future Learn is also more such platform where provides the free courses to the public. So these MOOC platforms provide the equal opportunity to everyone without spending money. They can enroll to these MOOC platforms. This is just a screenshot of the EDX where people can access more than 2,500 courses from 140 leading institutions. Open resources with regard to the images and videos. There are many image and videos related databases. These images we might be using for our academic activities or maybe publication activities, where one can search the images through this Pixels, Pixbay, and Flash. These are the images which have been uploaded by the talented creators. So these images are freely available for any educational activities. And another one is videos. The TEDx is one such platform which really provides good number of videos. It also enable people to search by the duration wise, like the 5 minutes video, 10 minutes video. So people can, based on their interest, they can just to, if they want to understand the concept, they can go for only 5 minutes video or 10 minutes video. And this TEDx also conducts various events across the world, more than 3,000 events in a year. Those things have also been uploaded into this platform where one can access freely through this platform. Uh, Crash Course is another YouTube channel where people can access the educational related videos across various disciplines, which is basically meant basically much useful for these school children. It has various disciplines. I mentioned that artificial intelligence, anatomy, astronomy, history, social science, and many other topics. Math TV is another. A crash course is another database where people can access the content, the educational video content from school level to the college level. The Math TV is another one where wherein we can access the educational resources, the video related resources regard to the mathematics. Uh, and it covers various topics under mathematics, again algebra, calculus, many other topics. YouTube Learning has many videos, many educational videos where one can access freely. Common Craft is also one such database which allows us to access various the resources across various disciplines. So these are the videos and images databases where one can access easily. This is just a screenshot of TEDx program. As I mentioned, it also conducts the more than 1,000 events in a year, so which have been uploaded into this platform. One can access freely. Another category is open access resources like blogs and forums, which is really useful for these academic activities and the scholarly activities, where these kind of blogs and forums publishes the expert opinions and the discussions which have been done in the respective domains. Like free technology for teachers, blog provides the technology related aspects for teachers. Ideas for India provides economic and policy related information. And these blogs and forums do provide the ongoing research activities, and they do publish the scholarly content which is carried out by the researchers. Medium LC Impact Black, which is a London School of Economics, which basically covers the subject in the area of economics. Medium, which is basically meant for the technology, science and development network, scholarly kitchen, scroll. These are the blocks where one can find the information related to the ongoing research as well as the evidence-based research which have been put up, even the public opinion and the discussions which have been discussed by the experts can be seen through these platforms. SlideShare is another the platform where we can get the presentations delivered across various events. The India Forum, the print, the wire, all these platforms gives us an opportunity to learn about the ongoing research and the events, the news around many topics. Discovery of open e-resources with regard to the papers and books. So you might know that Google Scholar enables us to search the scholarly content. Google Scholar does not only allow us to search only the open e-resource, it also fetches the commercial published articles and the papers. The one more service which is launched by Google Scholar is CASA Campus Activate Subscribers Access, which is recently they have last 2 years back they have launched, where it which allow us to access the once, for example, if you access the papers and the books in the campus based network, and once you go out of that network also you could be able to access that subscribed databases without any login credentials. A Bielefeld academic search engine network, the search engine allow us to search the open access resources. Whenever we make searching through this search engine, it allows to search more than the 60% of open resources. It includes the more than 60% open resources in its results. Microsoft Academic Search, which is launched by Microsoft, which allows to search various content across various disciplines. Semantic Scholar is another the academic search engine which allows us to search scientific literature. Discovery of open e-resources, digital repositories. Digital Commons is one such platform where we can search across various institutional repositories in one platform. OCLC Oyster is one more the single platform to search the metadata of open access resources. There are many tools which are available to search the discovery to discover the open e-resources. These are the browser extensions which enable us to search without logging into that particular the search engines. For example, if you want to search any, for example, you have opened your website and through that you have to search uh, some scholarly content. What you can do that if you have installed the Google Scholar button, you just click on that integrated button. It will enable you to search on that particular window. So likewise, Lazy Scholar, Copernio, Unpayable Scholars, these are the web browser extensions where you can search, look for the scholarly content. It also gives you the full text in that particular window. So this is discovery of open e-resources data. So as I mentioned, which is launched by the Google dataset search, which allows to search data sets in the public, which is available in the public domain. Class Central, which allows to search the courses, which is MOOC courses. Discovery of open resource images. So this search.creativecommons.org, which enable us to search the content, the images which have been uploaded under the Creative Commons. So I believe that the open access resources plays a significant role in academic environment because it gives an equal opportunity to all the people, those who are interested in, those who are looking for the scholarly and academic content. And these open access resources are the much reliable and authenticated and can be used for academic and research and learning purposes. Teachers can also make best use of such resources, and they can also encourage to use their students for their academic activities. As I mentioned, I personally feel that this open resources must be incorporated in the syllabi so that people so that indirectly we can make it as a mandatory so that people will access to these e-resources, and they never find any difficulty to access these resources because only they require is internet access because it is available in the public domain. So as people use this open access e-resources, it also encourages them to produce open access resources in the future also. So like looking into this present pandemic situation, and the budget, library budget, because of the financial constraints, we cannot subscribe to all the resources which is required for the commercial, which is required for the users. So hence it is very much useful for any academic activities. And so looking beyond Google always helps us to get the quick and reliable information without wasting our time. And I always believe that so one must know such resources at least in their respective areas to find out the relevant information without wasting their time. So with this, I will conclude my presentation. And I want to I express my sincere thanks to the management of St. Anne's Degree College for this opportunity, and my friend Professor Ravi for this opportunity. So thank you. So I'll be very happy to answer queries if any.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes.
Sir, am I audible?
Yeah. Audible.
Good morning. Uh, Indeed, it's highly informative session. Thank you very much. You have covered all open e-resources. And my question on preprint archives.
Mhm.
Sir, how one can trust the authenticity of the data available in preprint archives, because the data will not go through any review process, no?
Yeah, you are right. The one thing is that data, I mean, the preprints are working papers which have been published in those, which have been uploaded in those databases, never undergo any peer review process. As I mentioned, those are the repositories which are not journals which have been not published in the journals. Like if you want to publish in the journals, those things will be those you have to go undergo to peer review process. But here it is only to make the research available in the public domain immediately, because as and when you submit an article in the to the journal, it takes much time to publish your article. So hence usually researchers wants to publish their article in the public domain quickly, so that people can also use what is going on in their respective area. That is the reason it does not undergo any peer review process. And when it comes to the reliable, how you can reliable on the particular sources which is been uploaded into that repository, because you can look at the published institution, or you can look at the scholar who has uploaded the content into the site. So that way you can rely on that sources.
Okay. Thank you.
Hope I have answered your query.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good afternoon, doctor.
Yeah. Thank you.
My name is Jaydev. Right.
Yeah.
So my straight question is: so the you are given a vast information on open access e-resources and all. That's really good, nice of you, and thanks for the information.
Thank
And
you.
my question to you is there any apex body or an organization which can authenticate the open source is the authentic source of information, where it can be used for the say for research purposes? Because what happens is, see, it is nothing but whatever the information. See, when you take information from the Wikipedia, there is no authenticity,
Yeah.
right? So how we can go how we can go forward regarding that? That is number one, question number one. So number second, as either first you plus clarify my first question. I'll go with the next question. Okay,
Yeah,
please.
yeah. One thing is that as you mentioned, is there in affects body? You were saying that. So if you look at this open access e-resources which have been published by the various organizations, if you look at those organizations are belong to the academic area. So looking into that aspect, I think you can rely on that part. So many of these databases which have been established are by the academic publishers and the universities and the research institutions.
Okay. Number second, my question is, I can somehow you have clarified my doubt, but still I have a doubt. But I'll contact you regarding this later part. Regarding my
Yeah.
second point, I'm also a librarian, right? So my
Yeah.
I have seen the present trend. See what happens. I don't know about the previous also. We have seen earlier whenever we get the admission to the degree college or the any of the colleges, there used to be a called library tour or introduction to the resources, right? So all the resources whatever you are informed, so many of the faculty members they themselves do not aware of these things. So I think going taking this these kind of things next to the next level, we should conduct the awareness programs to the faculty members so that it can cascade to the till to the students level. I think, am
You're
I
right.
right?
You're right. You're right.
Because
You're right.
what
Well
see
said. It
what
is well
happening
said.
see what is happening is we as a library professionals we are discussing among ourselves. That is
You're
perfectly
right. You're
fine.
right. No, it is
You
responsibility. No,
it is not
as you
about the
rightly make
responsibility.
no, no, as you rightly mentioned, it is the responsibility of the librarian to make aware of their faculty because faculty might not be aware of those things. So, as a librarian, you must take initiative in providing such resources to the faculty and the students. So,
Okay.
as you rightly mentioned, as like the orientation programs which the initially you conduct during that time, you can present these resources so that people will get aware of such resources and they can use it for the academic activities and their studies purposes. Yeah, you're
Oh,
correct. You're right.
no, because what happening is you presently in my organization also we have started a no, whenever the new batch comes, there used to be an induction program for that batch. So we
Yeah,
take some 15 minutes of time and we explain all the sources and services what we are offering to the students. By
you're right.
that
You're
one
right.
they will come to know. So, but
You're
nowadays
right.
I think that trend is it's just going away from the
No,
all
no,
the
no.
organization.
No, 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 no. I don't agree with you because many of the institutions do provide information about these resources. When it comes to my organization, we always organize such events. Not only
Sir,
the induction. No, no,
yeah,
no, no,
sir.
no. What I'm
Yeah, yeah,
saying is, as a librarian, you must take initiative in providing such awareness to the user group. So it's my
yes.
personal, yeah,
No, no, yeah, yes, absolutely right. So, and for that purpose, for example, let me tell you one thing. I have seen many of my colleagues, right? So, the moment whenever the new batch comes or something, some sort of activity is happening. So, if you look at the student faculty, for example, let me tell you one thing. If I ask any of the students, right? So, who is your English teacher? Just for example, they'll immediately answer that who is their favorite English teacher or who is their mathematics teacher, right? So when you ask the same question, who is your librarian? Because the librarian is only one person for the whole organization, right? So they do not they do not know their name at all because that kind of familiarity it is there. It is my
no,
personal opinion.
you have to make your presence
Correct,
visible
correct.
in
So
the organization. For that,
yes,
what you need to do that you should check out a plan. So how
right.
you have to be active in your organization, how you have to make the audience about the awareness about the resources. So through those platforms, I think you can reach out your user group.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
right.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
thank
I'll
you, thank
call.
you.
I'll contact you regarding the later part. Okay.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Any other questions, please? Okay.
Hello. Hello. Are you able to hear
Yeah,
me?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Please proceed.
Yeah. Thank you, Dr. Reddy. It's very wonderful presentation and very informative. I think almost all the things you have covered. I have one
Yeah.
question to you. That you have told that all the open access resources.
Mm,
Any academic institution can
mm,
create the repository
mm.
having this open access because of it should not affect the copyright things. Whether can we keep, because normally what happens open access means we will take and we'll give. There is no policy that we'll keep and reuse. Okay,
Well,
but what you suggest that now example I have server, I have system, I have an application, so I can store all the open educational resources or open resources content like example we do for IR institutional repository. Same way, can we is possible to do it for the open access content?
well, it's a good question actually. See, as I through During my presentation, I mentioned that most of the resources which are available in the public domain are free from the copyright. Not all the resources are available free from the copyright, but most of the resources are available from the copyright. But with regard to your question that you want to archive all those the resources in your own server, right? So
Okay.
that actually that is not, it is against to the copyright act, because when it is available in the public domain, why you want to archive in your this thing? So what you can do is that you can provide the links to that particular resources. So that will be under the fair use concept. I think that will be good enough to serve your users.
Okay. And one more thing I wanted to ask you that can you please define what is the difference between the open access content and open educational content?
See, open access, open resources available in the public domain, anybody can access it. But only thing is, most of the, as I mentioned, the some of the content is free from the copyright, some may be having the copyright. When it comes to the OER, open educational resources, one can use it, one can download it, one can reuse it for their academic purposes or classroom purposes. So it is because OER is established under Creative Commons, so one can reuse it for their academic activities.
Okay. Thank you, Reddy. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
your answer.
Thank you. Thank you.
Dear Dr. Reddy, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, it's a well-structured presentation. I think we, the librarian, has to give this information to all our users. So kindly, I think, will you share this PPT with us?
Yeah, sure. I will share with the organizer so that you can request organizers to provide that PPT.
Thank you, Reddy.
Yeah, thank you. I think we have done with the questions. Hello. I think host can take over. Ravi, I think you can take over. Professor Ravi, you are not audible. Please unmute. I think you have to unmute your. Hello. Professor Ravi, you can unmute and talk now.
Is it audible, sir, now?
Yeah, now it is audible.
At the outset, I would like to thank Dr. Anjaneya Reddy, Indira Gandhi Institute of Development Research, Mumbai, for the sharing insights of searching behind Google on open e-resource for learning and teaching. In this webinar, sir, your session had lots of information to take for the faculties and students. On behalf of the entire St.Anne's family, I express my sincere thanks for accepting our invite and for being the speaker. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
I would like to also express my heartfelt gratitude to Reverend Sister Margaret Julie, Administrator and Secretary, St. Anne's Degree College for Women, for the constant support and encouragement so that could do our national webinar today. Thank you, mothers. I extend my sincere gratitude to our principal, Professor Nisha Joseph, St. Anne's Degree College for Women, for standing by us throughout the webinar. Thank you, ma'am. I am thankful to Professor Ranjit sir and Mr. Jesu for their moral technical support in completion of national webinar. I thank all the colleagues for the support and also all the library professional participants in this webinar. Thank you. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, Ravi. Thank you.